Divine cards is a system of cartomancy where praying cards are used to make predictions of your characteristics and your future timeline. The origins of this system date back to over 20,000 years ago. This was during a time when ancient wise men observed the cosmos and formulate mathematical systems. These teachings were preserved till this day, and I'm honored to present to you the Divine Cards. In this system, each day of the year is assigned one card. Each living man or woman is assigned 1 to 4 cards depending on their date of birth. The main card or birth card is of most significance, followed by the planetary ruling card or PRC. For some birthdays, there is a third or fourth card. You can see from the chart here or check the links below for your card. If you feel that the card doesn't really resonate with you, you may want to look into your birth time. I noticed the time difference when I was calculating the lucky dates for a client to buy lottery. It opened the next day. For example, if you're born in Singapore on March 7, in New York, it's March 6. So you may have to convert your birth time to UTC and then follow that date to find your birth cards. Once you have found your cards, you can check them out. If you cannot find the video on your particular card, means I have not made them yet. So please like and subscribe so that I can continue to make more videos. Thank you. Numerology of 8. 8 is associated with the planet Saturn. The energy of 8 goes round and is about restrictions, lessons, and control. So the 8, they master the art of life lessons. 8 can be very good at manifestation, but because they go round and round, they may need to learn how to stop and jump out of their box. 8 is a power number. 8 is able to expand in any direction according to their will and their mental patterns and programs. The positive side of 8 is power, material freedom, philanthropy. The negative side of 8 is scheming, materialistic, bullying, and domination. Heart is the lover. It symbolizes feelings, emotions with regards to people, life, context, and the creative principle. It is the source, the beginning force of life, the heartbeat of awakened rhythm. It is the first call of love and urge for being physical. Therefore, it is also associated with passion, sex, and creation. This creative energy can be hot and wild, but it can also be unpredictable or destructive. Love also leads to devotion and sacrifice for friends, causes, or countries. They are on the path of loving and learning to love. The hearts are good at art, music, poetry, pursuit of beauty in any form. The negative side is greed, selfishness, self-indulgence, being flirtatious or promiscuous. Therefore, the heart, living man, woman, or energy can tend towards the positive, negative, or being balanced. 8 of Hearts, the power in love. the card of success in relationships. This is a wisdom card. You are able to overcome all difficulties. However, you may be distracted by your pursuits with so many varieties. Spiritual path is crucial for you to find success in love because you may have high ideas that are not easily attained. You may have a tendency to overload yourself with work. You may undertake more than you can handle. By doing so, you are just wearing yourself out. So you will remain unhappy unless you are in a right field of expression. You should never be forced into a career that is distasteful for you. You are attracted to large organizations and you may travel quite a bit. You are also attracted to foreign interests. You have the power of leadership. On the positive side, you are sympathetic, friendly, and generous. You will fight for a principle. You never lack friends, admirers, or lovers. However, people may often be jealous of you. Your early life may be monotonous, but you are usually well protected in your home. Your insights and intuition are also developed in your early years. You may resist changes and prefer to stay in the same place or location for a long time. You have mounting desires for knowledge and you can always overcome any obstacles that stop your education. Spiritual development can help in your emotional life in your later years. You had a good educational background, much can be accomplished. There is an important sense of wanting to have true knowledge. Mental pursuits are likely to be lucrative and you are not afraid of hard work. You may also have some sort of inheritance. Money may be made through healing or connections with hospitals or resting homes. You have the ability to control large numbers of employees. You are not well adapted for menial work. Bear in mind this is a collective reading. For career readings, we still need to look at your birth details, what elements, things like that. So if you want a consultation, the links are below. Marriageability on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is very marriageable, 10 is totally unmarriageable. 8 of Hearts, your marriageability is a 7. If you are a woman, this is going to be a more difficult energy unless you are able to compromise. You may want to travel, but at the same time, you also want a strong home foundation. But remember, you always have the power to overcome all emotional problems and disappointments. Although the relationships in your early years can be quite disappointing, once you form a love connection, you want it to last forever and ever and ever. At the same time, you like amusements and diversions, you can be frivolous and flirtatious. On the positive side, you can be a faithful wife and mother, but you may also be over mothery. If you are a man, you may be dominated by your wife or mother. You prefer strong minded women and you often help them materially. Marriage is quite okay, it's just that you need to compromise and you probably need a partner that is understanding, and adventurous. From my experience, the marriageability is just an indication of how much you want to have a home and the stability of a home. It does not tell if you are able to maintain the marriage. For example, the marriageability of Elizabeth Taylor is a 4. She is very marriageable and has this need to want to have a stable home and security. However, as you can see from her history, there is a string of divorce and marriages. Besides marriageability, we can also see your connections with this particular person. Besides your own cards, you also have your Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and a whole lot of other planetary cards. There are also past life connections. I will list some of your cards at the end of this video. So if you want to know what sort of connections you have between you and this particular person, you can search for their birth cards by their date of birth. For example, if the person is born on January 14, their main birth card will be the King of Diamonds, and their planetary card will be the Eight of Cups. They may also have a third or fourth card. And then you check if the King of Diamonds has any present life connection with you. There can be more than one connection. There can be a Venus or double Venus, sometimes even triple Venus, which is, I think, quite rare, but yes, there is. There can be karmic connections. And then you can search for the King of Diamonds general reading to get a basic idea of this person's characteristics. Eight of Hearts. Your first karmic is the Seven of Spades. Your second karmic is the Seven of Hearts. Your Mercury is the Six of Cups. Your Venus is the Six of Spades. Your Mars is the Queen of Hearts. Your Jupiter is the Ten of Cups. Your Saturn is the Eight of Diamonds. Your Uranus is the King of Spades. Your Neptune is the Three of Hearts. The challenge is your Ace of Cups. The result is the Queen of Cups. So what are all these connections about? Every card can indicate a living man or woman. It can also indicate an energy that you have or you are dealing with. You can also get the extended readings if you want to know more about your connections with these different karmics, how to deal with these challenging energies, and how to navigate around these energies. It is good to know so that you can navigate around these people or energies. For the extended readings, I will be doing the Karma cards and Pluto cards first because I find that these are more important ones. You can click on the links below to find out what are these cards about. Bear in mind that these are general readings because there may be details that I'm not able to share with you through the videos. If you would like a more detailed reading or learn more, you can check out Robert Lee Cam or myself and my partners. All the links are on the screen or below. It's an honor for me that you subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.